Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to After Further Review. I'm Steve Tower. Tonight we've got Game 4 of our 1990 World Series replay using Season Ticket Baseball here on the channel. Here in Game 4, Cincinnati has a 2-1 lead in the series, coming off a fantastic performance by Tom Browning in Game 3. And it was a 1-0 win for the visiting Reds. So we'll have a rematch tonight of our Game 1 starters. Dave Stewart for the home squad and Jose Rijo for Cincinnati. Game 1, the only game of the series so far that Oakland has won, was a thrilling extra inning affair. But since then, Oakland's bats have been tamed. So because our replay is a little bit different from what was going on in the historical series, I did have to modify the rosters from the actual lineups. So for Cincinnati, center fielder Billy Hatcher was injured in our last game, so it's going to be Herm Winningham playing in center field. He'll be batting 6. Chris Sabo will be batting in the second spot of the lineup. And then for Oakland, I decided to keep both of the Bash brothers in. However, Quirk is going to get the start behind the plate, catching and batting 6. And McGee will be in center field, batting 2nd for Oakland. And then the Bash brothers will be at 3 and 4 to see if they can keep things going. And then if Cincinnati wins tonight, then I guess maybe for Game 5 I would use the Game 4 lineups. But here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, and I did roll the injury result for Barry Larkin. He is out 3 games. So if this goes to a full 7 games, he will be able to come back in for Game 7. But hopefully it won't go that far. Let's see what happens here tonight. First off, welcome to everyone who has joined me in the chat room. Randy is here. Kraz is here. Zach Evans. Dwayne Martz. Bob. Dave Gardner. Richard Berner. I think that's everybody's here right now. Thank you, everybody. Big thank you to all of the members in the chat room. Appreciate your support. All right, here we go. Smoke is going to finish his warm-up tosses. Barry Larkin steps up to the plate, and Game 4 is underway. First pitch at 9:03 p.m. here, Eastern Time. And let's see, the first pitch, a 273 is going to turn into a 553. So that's going to go to the shortstop, Gallego, who I think with a 3 will easily grab that. Yes, he will. All right, so that will be a 6-3 for the first out. And Chris Sabo getting his first at-bat here tonight, batting 2nd for this revamped lineup with Hatcher out with an injury. He was injured diving for a play in center field. Let's see, 192. Ooh, 192. That is going to be a bloop into the outfield, and we've got our first hit of the game, and it is Spuds who gets things going. So Sabo on at first. Let's see. Now Paul O'Neill comes to the plate. Our first lefty of the game here, 284. Ooh, 284. Is going to be a deep drive into right field. Oh boy. Let's see. O'Neill with a power of 6. Power of 6. Let's see. Plus 17 is a 23. That is going to be long, deep, and gone. Paul O'Neill with a 2-run bomb into right field. And Cincinnati strikes first. They are on top 2-0. What's going on with my score sheet here? There we go. Paul O'Neill. Oh boy. And Dave Stewart already shaken up on the mound. Woo, just a no-doubter from O'Neill. Oh my goodness. And it does not get easier for Stewart. Here comes Eric the Red, left fielder for Cincinnati. Stewart and Quirk will have a conversation, and he'll get back at it. All right, here we go. 5-19. It's going to come right back to the mound, and it's going to eat Stewart up. And Davis is going to reach on the error. So an E1 if you are scoring at home. And the inning continues here. Now runner on first once again for the DH, Hal Morris. Stewart from the stretch. Let's see, 364. Oh, no. It's going to be a grounder to McGuire at first for a 3-6-3 double play. So that will end the inning, but not before Cincinnati jumps on top. 2-0 thanks to a 2-run bomb from Paul O'Neill. So the ace, Jose Rijo, staked to an early lead. Let's see how he does here with the Oakland Bats. As Robert has joined us in the chat room. Welcome, Robert. Let's see, Tex Ag 75 joins us as well, and Brandon Baker. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, and we have an early lead for the visiting Cincinnati squad. All right, Ricky Henderson up to the plate to lead things off. A 4-32. He is going to draw himself a walk, which is not what you want to do with Ricky, because Ricky is never satisfied with just getting to first. So he will try to get a lead. Oh, let's see. His speed is 7. So it'll be a 10. So he will not get a lead. All right, so staying at first, here comes the center fielder, Willie McGee, batting second tonight. Rijo from the stretch, 460. 460 against a righty is going to be a fly out to left field. Davis will track that down for the out. All right, so here comes Jose Canseco. Canseco got one of the 2 hits last in game 3, so he has kept his spot here, batting third. Let's see what he does here. 1 on, 1 out, 2-run game. 5-58. That is going to go to Larkin at short, and I believe... Oh, no, sorry. It's going to go to Sabo, rather, at third, and I think that a 5-58 is going to get by him. Yes, it will. So, Canseco smokes one down the line past Sabo, and we have runners at first and second with 1 out, and here comes the other Bash brother, Mark McGuire, and this inning could get out of hand quickly. Let's see what happens. 262. 262 is going to be a strikeout. Oh, McGuire goes fishing for a curveball, and he cannot come up with it. A big strikeout for Jose Rijo. 2 down, 2 runners on, 2-run game. Here comes the third baseman, Carney Lansford. 583. That is going to go into center field. And that is Herm Winningham. That's Candy. And a 583 will just be a fly out into center field. So, no runs, 2 hits, 2 runners left on. And after 1 full, Cincinnati on top, 2-0. All right, and Herm Winningham into the starting lineup. With the injury to Hatcher, he will lead things off here in the second. Stewart with the pitch. Let's see, 160. 160 will be a grounder to McGuire. He will throw to Stewart covering the bag, and there is the first out. Now the first baseman, Todd Benzinger, switch hitter. He'll swing from the left side against Stewart. 207 becomes a 407, which is a grounder to second base. And 2 quick outs. Here comes the catcher, Joe Oliver. Base is empty, 2 down, 197. Oh, he's going to get a hold of one, and it's going to float into the alley, and he is going to get himself a 2-out double. So the inning continues, and he will be in scoring position. And here comes the second baseman, Mariano Duncan, a fantastic batter to have in the number 9 slot. Let's see what he can do here. 470. 470 is going to be a triple. Mariano Duncan lashes one between center and right field, and he is going to motor around the bases. And before Canseco can get it in, he will be in with a stand-up RBI triple. And the Reds extend their lead 3-0. And back to the top of the order. Let's see. And, a conversation about ownership groups. Oh, goodness. I think probably the less we say about Marge Schott, the better. All right, here comes Larkin, a ground-out victim. His first at-bat. 479. 479 is going to be a flyout into center field. McGee will track that down a couple steps in front of the warning track for the last out, but the Reds will get 1 run on 2 hits, 1 runner left stranded. They extend their lead. It is 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Jamie Quirk getting his first start of the series behind the plate, batting 6 for Oakland. Left-handed batter. Let's see what he does here. 407. He is going to draw a walk. So once again, Oakland has the leadoff runner aboard with a walk. And here comes DH Baines. 532. That is going to go to Benzinger at first base. And I believe that a 532. He's not going to be able to turn the double play. His only play is to just get the out at first base. So the runner will advance. Quirk into second base. And Baines with the first out on the 3 unassisted. Now the second baseman, Willie Randolph, steps up. Runner in scoring position. 1 down. 545. Let's see. That is going to go to Duncan. At second, 545 will be a ground out. Quirk will advance to third on the ground out. 4-3 if you're scoring at home. 2 down. And here comes the shortstop, Mike Gallego. Runner 90 feet away from getting a run on the board. Let's see, 609. The home team will become a 614, which will just be a pop out to Duncan at second base. So, leadoff walk, and he gets all the way to third before he is stranded. We'll head to the third inning. Cincinnati on top 3-0. All right. Let's see. Love the Reds this year when Griffey Jr. was your third. Yes, it's one of those things that's kind of lost in history that Ken Griffey Jr. started the season, or Ken Griffey Sr. rather started the season playing for the Reds before he was traded to Seattle, where he got to reunite with his son for a few games. Of course, they had that famous back-to-back home runs in the 1990 season. Let's see, Sabo up to bat now, 597. That is going to go to Canseco in right field. And a 597 is going to be a leadoff double for Spud. So Sabo gets his second hit of the night. And he is into scoring position. Let's see, did I mark that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, so here we go, the Reds with another run out there. And here comes the dangerous Paul O'Neill. Paul O'Neill homered to get the scoring started back in the first inning. 532 is going to go to McGuire. And I think a 532 will be a ground out. So they will get the out at first. Sabo over to third. All right, one down. And now a runner at third base. Here comes Eric Davis. Davis reached on an error. His first at bat was later stranded. 362. And he is going to strike out. Second out of the inning, and here comes Hal Morris. Morris ground into a 3-6-3 double play to end the first. Sabo still at third. Here's the pitch, 380. And a 380 is going to be a single, and Sabo will jog in to make it 4-0. And some activity in the Oakland bullpen as Dave Stewart is in rough shape here. Let's see. We'll get Klink. Klink and Burns will be up in the pen. Or actually, Klink and Nelson will be up in the pen. Here comes Winningham. Winningham 0 for 1 in his series debut in the starting lineup. 259 is going to be a grounder to McGuire at first, and he will take it to the bag himself for the out. So 1 run, 2 hits, 1 runner left on. The Reds extend their lead. It is 4-0 as we head into the bottom of the third. Jose Rijo picking up where Tom Browning left off. He'll go through the lineup for the second time here. Ricky Henderson leading things off. Drew a walk in his first at bat and was later stranded at second base. Let's see, 418. 418 is going to be another walk. Ricky with a good eye tonight. Let's see if he can get a lead this time against Rijo. 17, yes, indeed, he will get a lead. So he's going to try to get into scoring position. And yes, he will easily beat the throw from Oliver. So there we go. Ricky with a walk and then a stolen base gets himself into scoring position for Willie McGee. McGee flew out to left field in his first at bat. 319 is the roll. Oh, and McGee is going to strike out here. 1 down. Henderson still at second base. Here comes Canseco. He is 1 for 1, a single in his first at bat. 633 for the home team becomes a 638, which will be a fly out to center field. 2 outs now for Mark McGuire. Mark McGuire struck out with runners at first and second in his first at bat. 637 becomes a 642, and that will be a fly out to center field. Rijo pitches around the walk and stolen base of Henderson, and it remains 4-0 as we head into the 4th inning. All right, here in the 4th, we have the bottom of the order, 7, 8, and 9 batters coming up. Stewart on the ropes here. They'll let him stay in for now, but if anyone were to get on, I think that LaRussa is going to go to his pen. 591. That will go to Canseco in right, and 591 will just be a fly out. Canseco was actually a decent card. He gets an out 590 to 595. So he was a fairly good defender in 1990. This is pre giving up a home run off of his head in Texas. Here comes Joe Oliver. Oliver, a double and a run scored. 682. Oh, and he is going to get plunked. Stewart uncorks one, gets away from him. Oliver takes one to the backside, and he'll grimace and then walk down to first. Now here comes Duncan, who has an RBI single, or RBI triple rather. Oh boy. Let's see. I think we have to make the move to the pen. They cannot let this game get any more out of hand. So we'll bring in Gene Nelson, and that is going to do it. Dave Stewart with a short night. Just does not have it. 6 hits, 4 runs, a runner on right now. And he is only going to go 3 1/3 innings. Not what they wanted from their #1 starter. Let's see. So Nelson will come in. See if he can give them a little relief here in the 4th and keep it a 4-run game. He'll come in to face Duncan. All right, so here we go. Runner on, 1 out, 4-run game. Let's see. Oh, and a 698. 698. Oh, it's just going to be a walk. All right. So Nelson loses Duncan. Well, now we got runners at first and second. And some Boo Birds start to come out here from Oakland. And let's see. Larkin will come up now. Larkin is 0 for 2 so far tonight. Where did I? All right. So 2 on, 1 out, 4-run game. Let's see, 280. Where is we at? 280 is going to be, that is going to be a deep drive into left field. Larkin with a power of 2. He did have 7 home runs on the year. Let's see, and this is only going to be a 5, so that's just going to be a fly out to left field for the out. There was no runner at third, so no chance for anybody to advance. Let's see. For some reason I already had a third at bat in for Larkin. I'm not sure why. All right. So he'll be the second out of the inning. And now we'll go to Sabo. Sabo, good evening so far. 2 for 2. A double, a single, and he has scored twice. 595. That's going to go to Canseco, and we know that will be an out into right field. So, a hit batsman, a walk, but doesn't lead to any runs. Nelson gets the last 2 outs of the inning to keep it a 4-0 game. All right, here in the bottom of the 4th, Carney Lansford going to lead things off. Let's see, Lansford is 0 for 1 so far tonight. He flew out to center field in his first at-bats. 298 the roll. That is going to be a deep drive. This will be a deep drive to left field. Lansford, he also has a power of 2, hitting 3 home runs on the year. This will be a 12, so that's going to be a fly out to Davis in left for the first out. Rijo looking good here. A 1-hit shutout so far in the game. Here comes Jamie Quirk. He walked in his first appearance. 288. Oh, against a lefty. That's going to be a deep drive to center field. Quirk with a power of 5. And that is going to be, what, a 22. Right, 5, 17, 22. Oh, that's the only result. It's a deep fly to center field. Winningham on his horse up against the wall. Makes the catch. And it is that kind of night, folks, for Oakland. Oh, my goodness. And here comes Harold Baines. 2 out, bases empty. Rijo breathing a sigh of relief. And 698 will become a 703. So that means we're going to get a deep drive into center field. Baines, a power of 7. So, chance to do some damage here with the bases empty. Let's see. 15 plus 7 is a 20. Oh my god. Is a 22. Which will be a fly out. 2 drives to the center field chart and rolls a 22 both times. Wow. So what could have been 2 solo home runs and made this a whole new game instead of just 2 long, loud outs. So that will do it here in the 4th. 1-2-3 goes Oakland. We will head to the 5th. It is still 4-0 Oakland or Cincinnati on top. Wow. All right, here in the 5th, let's see. I think they are going to bring it. They'll bring in Klink. So Nelson will go 2/3 of an inning. And they'll try to piece together the rest of the game here. So Klink coming on to start the 5th, facing O'Neill, who has already had a 2-run homer in this game. That got the scoring started back in the 1st. Let's see, the roll is 294. And bringing the lefty in. Oh, no, actually, against a lefty, it'll be a deep drive to right field. I was about to say that paid off, but no, he would have gotten a righty out on a 690 or a 294. But so O'Neill, another deep drive, power of 6. Will be an 11 and doesn't have quite enough this time. So that'll be a fly out to Canseco in right for the first out. Here comes Eric Davis. Davis reached on an error and has struck out. 169. He'll uncork a wild pitch, but with nobody on, nothing doing here. Gets a new ball. Here is the pitch, 577. That is going to go, let's see, to Henderson. And a 577 is going to be a fly out. Henderson, a fantastic defender. He only gives up 2 hits on his card on drives to left field. All right, so good play by Henderson. Keeps Davis off the base pass. And now here comes Hal Morris. Morris 1 for 2, an RBI single, and has grounded into a double play. 201 will become a 401, and that is going to be a strikeout. So 1-2-3 inning for Klink. Keeps it 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Jose Rijo will get to face the bottom of the order here. The 8-9-1 batters due up. Here comes Willie Randolph. Randolph 0 for 1 so far tonight. 249. 249 against a righty is going to be a grounder to short. Larkin over to Benzinger for the first out. 1 out, nobody on for the shortstop. Mike Gallego popped out his first at bats. But he's going to find one that he likes here. Digs one a low fastball, and he will scoop that into the outfield. And before they can get it into the infield, he will be in for a double. So the second hit of the game, a bloop double by Gallego, and we'll be back to the top of the order. Ricky Henderson has walked twice and stolen a base. Is this where Oakland will get something going? Rijo from the stretch. 683 becomes a 688. And a 688 is a long single. So Gallego, I believe on a first base plus that a runner on second scores. Yes. So there we go. Ricky Henderson will drive in the first run of the game for Oakland here in the bottom of the fifth. So Oakland on the board. Let's see if Henderson can get another lead. Let's see, 11-18. Yes, he will. So Henderson will try for second. Let's see. I think that's still going to be enough. A 9, a 17. Let's see. Oliver has a arm, yes, of 6. So a close one. But Henderson will get in just under the tag for a stolen base, his second stolen base of the evening. And he is right into scoring position. Here comes Willie McGee. McGee 0 for 2. Fly out and a strikeout. 651 becomes a 656. That will be a grounder to first. For the out. Henderson will motor over to third base. 2 out now. Runner at third. 1 run already in. And here comes Jose Canseco. Could make a game of this very quickly. But not on a 3-11. He is going to strike out. So Rijo gives up a run finally. But that is all that they get. Henderson stranded at third. So 1 run on 2 hits. And it is 4-1 as we head into the top of the 6th. Here in the 6th, let's see. Klink has a stamina of 0. But he did not give up any runs last time. And Winningham up a lefty, so I think they're going to leave him in. Actually, it's a lefty, a switch, and then a righty. All right, so they'll get Burns ready in the bullpen. But for now, it is Joe Klink. They'll call on for another inning of work. Stewart leaving early, leaving LaRussa scrambling. 438 is the roll. 438. It's gonna be a triple. Wow. A triple against no matter if it was a lefty or a righty. So Winningham gets Cincinnati's second triple of the evening and gets himself right into scoring position. They're going to try to make it a 4-run game again. Here comes Todd Benzinger. Benzinger 0 for 2. Go back from the right-hand side against Klink. 544, that is going to go to Randolph at second. 544 will be a ground out 4-3. Let's see. Oh, I guess they would have been playing the infield in if I had been thinking about it. So he won't score on that. It'll be a 4-3 ground out. And Winningham will still be at third. Here comes Joe Oliver. Infield in again. 558. Ooh, that is going to go to Lansford at third. And I think that a 558 is going to be a single. So he'll hit a single into left field. And that will make it a 4-run game again. Oliver with an RBI single. He gets on base for the 3rd time tonight. And that one is a big one. Now, 4-run game once again. Now, here comes Duncan. And here comes LaRussa out of the dugout for another call to the pen. Of course, historically, that was one of the stories of this series, is that the bullpen for for Oakland really fell apart in this series. So bad, actually, that in Game 4, Stewart pitched a complete game, even though he took the loss. All right, so Burns comes on here in the 6th with 1 out, runner on, and 1 run already in. He will face Duncan to start things off. All right, Duncan. Duncan with an RBI, or with a an RBI triple and a walk so far tonight. 571. That is going to go to Henderson in left, and that will be an easy out. Well, the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order. Here comes Barry Larkin. Larkin 0 for 3 on the night so far. 698. Oh, it will be a walk. So the inning continues. Oliver will go to second. And no easy innings for Oakland here. As Chris Sabo will step up. Sabo 2 for 3, a single, a double, and 2 runs scored. 158. 158 is going to be a walk. Oh my goodness. And the bases are loaded. And nowhere to put Paul O'Neill. Paul O'Neill, who got things going back in the first inning with a 2-run bomb. He will step up with the bases loaded. Oh my goodness. 2 outs. Can Burns get around this? 428. And he will. That will be a grounder to Randolph, who will throw on to McGuire for the 3rd out. So, gets out of a bases loaded jam. 1 run does come in. And Cincinnati on top now, 5-1. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. 4, 5, and 6 batters coming up for Oakland. Let's see. Oh, some stats being thrown around by Brandon. Let's see. Duncan led the National League in triples in 90 with 11. Yeah. And just odd that he is the number 9 batter in these lineups. But I don't know. I guess that Piniella knew what he was doing because they won the championship, and then Herm Whittingham with 5 himself. So. All right, so McGuire steps up. McGuire 0 for 2. Let's see, the Bash brothers combined are 1 for 5. Canseco got a single back in the first inning. Otherwise, they have been shut down with a couple of flyouts and strikeouts. Rijo, let's see. Oh, he's now into the 6th. So any hits he gives up will be a point of fatigue. Let's see here, 572. That will go to Davis in left field. And he has a range of 5, so he will easily track that down for the 1st out. 1 down, bases empty for Lansford. Lansford 0 for 2. 515. That'll bounce to Rijo on the mound. And he will glove that. Fires on to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes the catcher, Quirk. Quirk has walked and flown out to center field. 447. 447 is going to be a single. So the inning continues. And here comes Harold Baines. 2 out, 1 on. A 4-run game. 640 becomes a 645, which won't make any difference. That'll still be a fly out to center field to end the inning. 1 run, or 1 no runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on. we'll head to the 7th. And it's all Cincinnati, 5-1. Let's see. We'll have the middle of the order coming up, 4, 5, and 6. Burns has a stamina of 2, so I'll let him stay on for now. Davis, let's see. He's reached on an error, struck out, and flown out. 113 becomes a 313, which is a strikeout. So Davis will still be looking for his first hit. Actually, what's interesting, Larkin and Davis, two of their best hitters, have not had a hit so far tonight. Davis reaching by an error and Larkin getting a walk. It's been O'Neill and Sabo, and then the bottom of the order getting things done here. All right, let's see. Hal Morris. Morris 1 for 3. As he steps up here with the bases empty and 1 out. 5-23. That'll be on the catcher's card. Let's see. And Quirk, a 5-23. That'll just be a pop out. Pops out to the catcher. And there are 2 down. Here comes Herm Winningham. Winningham with a triple and a run scored. And doing good work in center field in place of the injured Hatcher. 166. A wild pitch uncorked by Burns. But no runners on, so get a fresh ball. Do it again. 453. 453 will be a fly out to center field. So 1, 2, 3 goes Cincinnati in the top of the 7th. And it is time to stretch. Here, I think I was checking. I think I put the batters back in the wrong order. All right, so time to grab the uke. And here we go. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanut and cracker jack. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. There we go. All right. Okay, so here in the bottom of the 7th, I think we'll let Rijo stay on the mound. Rob Dibble will get loose in the pen. Let's see, we got the 8, 9, and 1 batters coming up. Rijo did give up 1 hit last inning, so he does have a point of fatigue. And I remember to have my Chesick tokens out here so I can remember fatigue for pitchers. All right. So Randolph 0 for 2 on the evening. Thank you everybody for the comments about the uke. Bob, yes, I will be bringing my uke to Denver in July. Absolutely. All right, so here we go. Rijo to Randolph. All red so far tonight. 497 is the roll. 497 will be a fly out to center field. Randolph remains hitless. 0 for 3 now. Here comes the shortstop Gallego. Gallego who doubled and scored his last at-bat. The only run of the game so far for Oakland. 346. 346 will be grounder to short. For the second out, back to the top of the order. Ricky Henderson, who is the only batter who can say he's having a good night. He has not been retired. 2 walks, a RBI single, and 2 stolen bases. But he has not gotten any help really from the rest of the order. 298 is the roll. 298 is going to be a deep drive into left field. And Ricky, he was the MVP in 1990, smacking 28 home runs. He has a power of 9. Oh, goodness. So that's going to be a 25. Oh, boy, so that is going to be far, deep, and gone. An absolute bomb of a shot. And Henderson is single-handedly trying to will his team back into this series. And he makes it 5-2 on a solo shot with 2 out in the bottom of the 7th. So that will be another point of fatigue for Rijo. Oh boy, I'd like to. I'm gonna let him face McGee, and hopefully I can bring Dibble in just for the 8th. But he'll be ready to face Canseco if McGee gets on. McGee 0 for 3 so far. Here is the pitch. 261. 261 is going to be a grounder to first for the out. All right, so Rijo able to recover after giving up the solo bomb to Henderson. So 1 hit, 1 run, nobody left on. We will head to the 8th inning. 5-2, Cincinnati on top. All right, let's see. So we have Benzinger is going to lead things off. So the bottom of the order, 7, 8, and 9. Burns is doing pretty good work. They're going to let him stay in for now. I guess they'll have Eckersley ready as they're facing the potential of being down 3-1 in the series. So here is the pitch from Burns, 5-16. And a 5-16 is going to be a single into center field. So Benzinger gets his first hit of the game. And that is how the 8th inning will start out. Here comes Joe Oliver. Oliver's had a pretty good night. An RBI single, a double, and has been hit by a pitch. Ooh, 199. That is going to be a single as well. With the lead, we're not going to chance Benzinger trying to extend that. And now Burns, he would have 2 points of fatigue as he has gone. Or no, actually. Oh, yes, he came out on the 6th, so he's pitched a 6. All right, so Eckersley is going to come on to try to keep this a 3-run game. And here comes Duncan. Duncan, RBI triple, a walk, and a flyout. So Burns goes 2+ innings, and he'll be responsible for the 2 runners on base. So Eckersley comes on to try to keep this a 3-run game. And here it's 2 runners and nobody out. 126, that will be a strikeout. Duncan completely overpowered on that at-bat. Goes down swinging. Back to the top of the order. Here comes Larkin. Larkin 0 for 3 with a walk. 660. That will be a hard shot to second. And they will only be able to get the force at second base. So Benzinger over to third. Oliver out on the force play, and Larkin will reach on a fielder's choice. And now here comes Chris Sabo. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Let's see, Sabo, 2 hits tonight and a walk. Has only been retired once. And a 109 becomes a 309, which is a strikeout. So great work by Eckersley as he strands both of the inherited runners to keep it a 3-run game. It is 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th, and we will have a new pitcher for Cincinnati, and it is going to be the nasty boy Rob Dibble, who will come on to pitch. So a great outing by Jose Rijo as he goes 7 innings, 5 hits, and 2 earned runs. One of them coming on that solo bomb by Ricky Henderson, who has had himself a fantastic evening, but he is the only one who has had that fantastic evening. All right, so Jose Canseco going to lead things off. He is 1 for 3. 525. That is going to go to Oliver. 525. That is going to be a walk. So Jose Canseco able to work a leadoff walk from Dibble. Canseco, let's see, he did have 19 stolen bases, but I think with McGuire up, not going to try anything right now. So McGuire 0 for 3, a strikeout and 2 flyouts. 3-12. Oh, and he is going to strike out again. The Bash brothers being held in check. Let's see if Canseco can get a lead now. Dibble with a hold of 1. Let's see. Canseco has a steal rating of 4. So that'll be 16. Yes, he will get a lead. All right, so he's going to try to steal here with Lansford coming up. Now 1 out. 11. And his steal is 4. That's a 15. Oh, actually, I think that Oliver has an arm of 6. Oh, so Canseco is going to get thrown out trying to steal second base. He got a good jump, but Oliver with a fantastic throw down to second base, and it'll be Larkin who puts the tag on. A bang play there. Canseco is out, trying to steal second. All right, so now Lansford's still up to bat. Base is empty now. 317. That will be a fly out to right field for the 3rd out. So Dibble gets the job done here in the 8th. Gives up the leadoff walk, but only faces 3 batters. Still 5-2 as we head to the 9th. Eckersley's going to stay on to try to get these 3 outs. He'll have the heart of the order. O'Neill, Davis, and Morris coming up to bat here. O'Neill had that 2-run homer in the first, but has not done anything since. 5:30. That is going to go to McGuire. I'm assuming that a 5:30 is going to be an out. Yeah, 5:30 to. Well, actually, McGuire has a pretty good defensive card too. Need to get a 5:36 to get a single. So, grounder to first. 1 out. Here comes Eric Davis. And Randy Myers warming up in the bullpen now to lock down the game in the bottom half of the inning. 3:14 is the roll. That is going to be a strikeout. So Davis goes hitless here in game number 4. And here comes Hal Morris. Morris with an RBI single. And he is 1 for 4 on the day. 5:24. That's going to go to Quirk. And that will be a pop out to the catcher. So 1-2-3 goes Cincinnati in the top of the 9th. We'll head to the bottom half, and Randy Myers coming on to lock down the game and try to pick up his 2nd save of the series. It is a formula that has worked well so far. Let's see. Quirk is due up. He is well, he's 1 for 2. He's walked, flown out, and singled. But he is a lefty. So, and we've got some good right-handed bats on the bench. Let's see. Yeah, I guess they'll have Henderson come in, Dave Henderson, to pinch hit. And then if they manage to tie it up and we go into extra innings, Steinbeck will come in to catch. But they have a lot of work to do right now. All right, so pinch hitter Henderson up against the closer, Randy Myers. Here we go. Crowd on its feet. 5-2 game. 6-14 becomes a 6-19. That'll be a pop out to second base. 1 down. And here comes the DH, Harold Baines. Baines 0 for 3. 595. Let's see. So that is to O'Neill. In right field, 595. Oh, that is going to be a long fly ball, but O'Neill able to track it down right in front of the warning track. Crashes against the wall, holds on to it for the out. And there are 2 down. Base is empty. 3-run game. Here comes Willie Randolph. Let's see. Do they want to bring in a pinch hitter for him? They probably, boy. They don't really have anybody who would be better at this point than Randolph. Because he is a righty. All right, so they're going to stick with him. Randolph 0 for 3. Here we go. Myers gets a sign, kicks, delivers. 680 is going to become a 685. So that is going to be a single. So the game continues. Myers does not get a 1-2-3 save. Now here comes Gallego, the shortstop. And I think that they will bring in a pinch hitter for him. I guess they could bring in Steinbeck to pinch hit and then just switch their... Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. All right, so Terry Steinbeck comes in to pinch hit for Gallego. One on, 2 out, a 3-run game. Here we go. Myers kicks, delivers, 583. That is going to go to Herm Winningham in center field. Don't even have to shuffle through the squad. He'll take a couple steps to his right, and into the glove it goes. This one belongs to the Reds. 5-2 is the final, and they take a commanding 3-1 lead in the series. There we go. Randy Myers locks it down for the save. Rijo will get the win. Dibble with a hold. And it'll be Stewart who takes the loss. Stewart only going 3 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs. And his team was never able to come back from that. Boy, Ricky Henderson, though. Henderson... let's see, goes 2 for 2, 2 walks, 2 stolen bases, 2 RBIs, and a homer. But that really was it. Not a lot doing the rest of it. So Cincinnati will try to close out the series in Game 5. We will have Danny Jackson against Welch. I think I'm going to shoot for Wednesday night at 9 o'clock for game number 5. So, until then, thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate your support. Please leave a like on your way out the window. If you'd like to become a member, you can click the join button down below for more details on that. And until next time, my name's Steve. Get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, everybody.